I'd like to thank my brother, my mom, my dad, as well as my extended family who are here today. They are the reason I am up here in front of you all. I would also like to thank my friends for everything they have done for me. This speech wouldn't be possible without them. On behalf of everyone here today, I would like to give a very special shout out to all the extraordinary teachers and staff we've been fortunate enough to have during our tenure at Dartmouth High. They have always supported, instructed, and aided us these past 3 to 4 years through the calamity that was online school and every day before and after. Your hard work does not go unnoticed, and we will always be thankful. Finally, I'd like to thank the players, coaches, and volunteers of the soccer, hockey, and football teams, each of which I was lucky enough to be a part of. No matter the results, I enjoy playing with each and every one of you. I would further like to thank all of the people who made our other sport teams at Dartmouth High successful this past year, especially the volleyball team, because by winning their championship, they helped everyone forget with the losing seasons of the teams I played on. So thanks, guys. Our sports teams have always carried our school spirit, a school spirit that keeps our community tightly knit. But sadly, on a more somber note, not all Spartans are graduating with us today. We will not, however, forget them, their contributions to the Dartmouth High community, or the impact they have had on all of us. It feels like just yesterday we were innocent grade 9s and 10s, fresh off the uncertainties of the COVID-19 pandemic, utterly terrified of commencing our journey as high school students. Whether it was the ups and downs of online learning, 2-hour-long classes, or the mental toll of not being able to see the people we love, the journey we have taken has been far from easy. So I want to applaud everyone here today for overcoming the adversity, overcoming the hardships, and coming out the other end a stronger and more capable person than before. We are an extremely resilient group, and if I had to pick any one experience to describe all of us as a graduating class, I will look no further than the first few months of our grade 10 year. High school is a dish best served together, and due to the unfortunate circumstances, our first year did not go as planned. The absence of social events, sports games, and school-led activities took away from what makes high school best. Students embraced each other, creating memories side by side, not 6 feet apart. The restrictions didn't stop us though. As a collective, we made sure that it was a year to remember, reinventing the high school experience, riding the highs and riding the lows, and taking full advantage of our time. The pandemic was difficult for everyone in their own way. It was difficult for all of the parents here, having to endure us being home every second of every day. It's difficult for all of the teachers, unable to work with students one-on-one. They lost the value of interactive learning. And of course, it was difficult for all of us, being locked away from the world, unable to socialize with all of our peers. Our high school experience was certainly different. However, different doesn't always mean bad. We had the most unusual grade 10 year, one we could never have dreamt of, and yet we are all sitting here today. We didn't succumb to the pressure, we didn't roll over or give up, and in the end, we did it. We did it because we are resilient, but I can't tell you how thankful I am our final year together was at last a normal one. When I reflect on the 2 years that have passed since, I can't help but be proud of how far we have come. Nevertheless, graduating from high school, as enthralling as it is, can be incredibly stressful and worrisome for many students. Moving up in the world, growing up faster than we like, and that's, quite frankly, terrifying. The brilliant Albert Einstein said it best: Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. A simple but effective quote that beautifully encapsulates the mindset that we must live by. Tomorrow is never promised. We can't worry about 1, 2, 3 years down the road. That time will come fast enough. Go have fun. Live in the moment. Do something that makes you happy. Cherish your time while you still can. We've all made it this far. We've all gone through our very own trials and tribulations. So many obstacles that led us to this day, led us to be in this room, graduating. We are all far more prepared for the future than we believe, but if we sit and dwell on things out of our control, we'll be sacrificing our precious time. Odds are, 3 long years ago, you were all stressed about entering high school, and now look at you. 1,025 days, you can add 365 more if you start here in grade 9, of countless late nights and early mornings, plenty of laughter and tears later, you are an accomplished high school graduate. That's all. That is all the proof you need that you've got this. While the past has already happened and the future is not yet, the one thing we can control is what we do in the present. The way we treat the people around us, the way we take advantage of the opportunities we are presented with. Just ask your parents. The future arrives fast enough without us wishing our youth away. Whether the last 3 years of your life have been the best, the worst, or somewhere in between, right now we are all in the exact same boat. High school graduates with absolutely no idea of what tomorrow will bring. We're embarking upon a brand new stage in our lives. We have endless memories left to make. Graduating is far from the end. However, if you're not scared, you're not human. We just can't let fear of the future determine what we do in the present. All in all though, I would say this was a pretty successful ride. There are plenty of positive moments that we cannot forget about. Like I previously mentioned, the boys volleyball team recently won the league, so congratulations to them. Win or lose, each and every sports team performed admirably. Our student council and committees have done a fantastic job at putting together many memorable events, which we certainly needed as a group after getting back to a sense of normalcy in our lives. Whether it was the Valedictorian concerts or the stellar plays, Dartmouth High was on its game this year, and that was all made possible by you, so thank you. We have accomplished many great things academically, artistically, and athletically. Most notably though, also the highlight of my year, I was able to see Mr. McLeod in shorts, not once, but 2 times. Madness. In all honesty though, these past 3 years of my life have been some of the best, and I hope the same is true for all of you. Naturally, there are plenty of low moments, but at the end of the day, the high moments outweigh them. The cool thing about high school is, you impact so many people, and half the time, you may not even realize it. We all have had a massive impact on the Dartmouth High community, and we all deserve a huge pat on the back for the amount of growth that we have gone through. We are all leaving this ceremony today far stronger than we were on that first day we entered this building, with absolutely no idea on what experiences were coming our way. I always think back to that day. I'll never forget it. The realization that I am actually in high school now, the realization that I'm no longer in my room wishing away my online classes. The scariest part though, it wasn't the new school, it wasn't the new people or the new responsibilities, it was the maze of classrooms I was so poor at navigating. Miss Thompson, I promise you I was not skipping school that first day, the arrows just messed me up. The defining moment of high school is often attributed to our first day, but I hope that in 10 years' time, we can all look back to this day and have the same amount of nostalgia and admiration for how far we will have come. At this time, I ask you to reflect on the past 13 years, because make no mistake, this moment is 13 years in the making, not just the past 3 or 4. I ask you to ask yourself, over the course of my school career, Was I, or was I not, the person I wanted to be? I'm not asking if you accomplished everything you wanted to accomplish, as things often happen outside of our control. But I'm asking if you took advantage of every opportunity, if you put your utmost effort into every task, project, or problem that you were faced with. If you answered no to either of those questions, I have some good news for you. No matter the decisions you have made, you are in this room graduating. No matter the mistakes or the mishaps, you are in this room graduating. The even better news is we are all under the age of 20 and have the majority of our lives left to live. We have many more years to come to assure we don't repeat any mistakes we may have made. We will have a lot of responsibility now, yet I'm infinitely confident that we're going to be just fine. Now, I see many of you looking at me like, when will this guy stop talking? So now is as good a time as any to close my speech. It was a pleasure being your classmate, whether we were friends, acquaintances, or you have absolutely no idea who I am. I truly hope you accomplish whatever goals to which you aspire. I hope whatever you go on to do next year is as eventful as this past year was. It was an honor being a part of the class of 2023 with you all. I look forward to crossing paths with many of you once again. Thank you, cherish this moment, we did it, congratulations, and have a great day.